Hi and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and I'm going to work on another PaintGem mini today. I actually haven't had my Dreamers designs out all week. I packed it away to be able to sort out orders and stuff. So what I thought I'd do is I would do a bigger one this time. I will do one of my last around the world image. I've actually done the rest, so I thought if I do this one then I can de-kit and then I can potentially kit up one of my newer ones, which is all exciting, all in one. So let me get the cover off this one. I'm going to be using the pink stock tray, and I'm going to be using one of the metal black pens, I think, for today. But I hope everybody is well and all doing good. And I've just remembered I did want to let you all know, I meant to let you all know about this last week, but it has recently been posted up in the group. So let me just find the post so I get all the details right. But basically, Diamond Art Studio UK are running their first ever event in November, which, provided I can get myself organised, I will also be entering. It starts on November the 1st. So at the minute, there'll be 3 winners each week throughout November, and there's lots of vouchers and one grand prize at the end to get any kit of your choice from stock. It's open worldwide, and the more participants they get, the bigger the prizes may be. So it's a pressure-free event. They just want to give something back to everybody. So to enter, you need to post your own photo of the kit you would like to enter. It must be a kit from Diamond Art Studio. So if you've got a kit from Diamond Art Studio, this is the ideal time to kit it up. I'm not sure how I'm going to decide which one. I might do one of my new purple post ones that I have about, and keep the others in my decision wheel for their chance to be chosen when I finish my Dreamer designs. So I am going to end up with 2 big paintings on the go, but that's fine, I can cope with that. So there are 3 rules. You must be officially entered to win prizes, so you do need to fill in your details to win prizes. It must be a Diamond Art Studio kit, and you don't place your first drill until November the 1st. So it can't be one that you've already started. So it must be a new and fresh one. So they have confirmed they do have global customers. So as soon as it reaches November the 1st in your own time zone, then you can start. So you don't have to stick to a UK time zone. And I've obviously picked a pen tip that is, it has a not as sticky glue dot. Entry post will remain open until the 2nd of November. After that, they will close it to new entrants. If you change your mind on the kit that you want to do, you don't need to tell them, as long as it's a Diamond Art Studio kit. And they have some new releases in October, of which I have unboxed one. I actually have another one to come. Maybe I do that, or maybe I do the one that I unboxed last week, because it's a Christmas themed one, so it'd be ideal to do in November. Yeah, so some people may change their entries, so that's allowed as long as it stays as Diamond Art Studio. Every Monday in November, all entrants will be placed into a draw, and 3 people will win a £10 voucher. Each week they create a post on, for you to, hang on, where is it? There we go, for you to share your work. You can also post the progress in their Facebook group, Diamond Painting Addicts UK. And if you tag us, then they'll share their post on their actual page as well. So if you go to Diamond Art Studio UK Limited's page, there is full details there, which is what I'm reading off to make sure that I get it right. For entry into the grand prize, then you do need to, they create a post on the 30th of November for you to be able to show your progress. You don't need to have completed the kit. So this isn't a commitment to have completed the whole kit, which is probably a good idea, the amount of diamond painting I'm actually getting done at the moment. But you do need to post your progress. You must have placed some drills, even if it's only a small section. You must also have been, of course, entered at the beginning of the event. You must have registered for the event to be able to win. And the grand prize will be any kit of your choice. However, they have said the more successful the event is, the more the price may increase. They do have a hashtag as well. And they also have a discount code of purple22. And that will get you 10% off any purchases between now until midnight the 30th of November. Of course, you can use that one, or if you do go into on our website addmorezest.com under links and codes, there is also a coupon for you to use there as well for 10%. Just in case you fancy a little bit of shopping at a different time of year. And yeah, they're excited to run the event. Sam is even hoping to join in herself. I expect to see it kitted up, Sam, even if it's not completed. I'd love to see which one you've chosen. I think I am going to go for the one I unboxed last week, maybe the week before. The recent release by, I can never pronounce her name, but this one that's not yet made it to my logbook, but it's a Christmas one. Absolutely love the colours and the AB in it. I think I'm going to kit this one up because I think November is the perfect time to kit a Christmas kit up. So stay tuned. I'll be getting that ready at some point over the next week or two. I'll have a look in my schedule, but it'll be done before the 1st of November, of course, because otherwise I won't be able to. I need to make sure that I register for the event. So if anybody else wants to join us in a November event, then please do. I think it'll be great fun. I do need to change this glue dye in this pen. Either change it or take it out and re-pop it in. Oh, it's behaving now, but it's testing my patience. Could take a while to finish this if I keep having to try 5 times to pick up a diamond. But yeah, so hopefully you'll all, or many of you, will join us for that event in November before we start our December Advent. So excited for December Advent. I cannot wait to do that kit. It's going to be so much fun to do a section a day. But yeah, it's been a busy week here, as always, as I always seem to say. It's a busy week. It's a busy week. Hopefully. Yeah, I love it when it's busy though, to be fair. As much as I say it's busy, I enjoy the fact that it is busy. I have been prepping items that I can for the 12 days of Christmas that have been pre-ordered, of which there's multiple. So there is still some items that we are waiting to arrive so that we can ship them out. But I am getting everything else that I can ready, so that as soon as those items arrive, I can start getting them shipped out. International first, just due to the fact it takes longer to get to them, followed by UK. So yeah, if you wonder why some people are getting shipped notifications and you're not yet, it will not be too many days behind at all. But the UK tends to get their post within 2 days, and abroad can be anything from 7 days at the best to 3 or 4 weeks at the worst. Not including South Africa, who seem to wait an eternity for anything to show up. But yeah, it can take a while. So just to be clear, that is the reason we will be sending international first. And we have got some of the items for the 12-day advent coming in sections. So they're not all in the same shipment. But we will be sending out, of course, as soon as first shipment arrives, second shipment. I kind of hope that they turn up a few days apart, because that will give me a chance to get the first shipment out before the second shipment arrives. But I also have visions of everything arriving all at once and it going into full-blown chaos. And I figure if I keep saying that out loud, then one, I'll be ready for it if it does happen. Or maybe it'll jinx it and it won't happen. And I'll get them in sections. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, be assured, behind the scenes, there is lots of stuff going on. I have taken today, which is Sunday the 16th as I'm filming this, to try and get some videos prepared for this week, so that I can just concentrate on current orders and getting pre-orders as ready as possible so that they can go out as soon as possible. There's lots of prepping been going on in the background. But yeah, it's all fun. I've even been working weekends and enjoying it. I think I took 1 day since launch as probably an off work from the business day, just to get my house back. So as soon as all the orders had shipped out, bar pre-orders, as soon as all orders had gone apart from pre-orders, I took a day to do the house, clean it from top to bottom, clear out boxes, did a tip run, or recycling centre run, should I say, it's what it's called now, to clear out all the boxes from the house that everything had been stored in, from all the deliveries that had arrived, ready to prep for the 12-day advent. Just sort of gave myself a clean slate, and I find I work much better with a clean slate. And then it's back onto prep. So let's have a look at some comments. There is quite a few different comments that were placed over the last week, so I'll see how many I get through. But this is a bigger PaintGem painting, because this is only a set of 6, the Around the World. So we'll get the Opera House done and see how far we get on the questions and how long the Opera House takes. But that is quite a lot of diamonds that I've got left over. I did tip all of them into my tray because I am on the last one. I did tip all the colour in, but I haven't used it at all. Sarah Jane, she says, will you get the blue trays in again? She really wanted that colour. She says pre-order would be great later on. She says as she has little money in one go. She said the reason why she thought she'd grab a tray after watching the Christmas launch items, but she fell asleep and missed them. Oh, I am sorry. Yes, we have put it on our list to do that blue again. We have already planned the colours for the rest of this year, but we will be looking at potentially revisiting some of the colours mixed in with a new colour, because we do either two colours or the same colour in two sizes each month. What I think we're going to do for January onwards, maybe February, because I am away for a couple of weeks in January, so we'll have to see how much prep I can get done before I go on the printers. But we are looking at bringing some new colours and new styles, but also mixing in some of the colours that people want repeated, that sold out really well. We have recently purchased yet another 3D printer. Didn't think we'd find somewhere to squeeze it in, but as always we do. So we've managed to find a home for another 3D printer. So we are looking at increasing the stock of the limited edition to hopefully keep them all in stock for a bit longer, so that everybody can get what they want. And again, that will be from the new year, because of the recent Christmas launch. The printers have been very, very tied up with preparations for that, and therefore I do need to build up the restocks for the basic colours, because quite a few of those are getting low, and the basic colours need to be in stock. Plus, people want the new little trashy, which actually I haven't got here with me because my little grip mat is in the conservatory and I forgot to grab it before this WIP and Chat. But we will also be using that extra printer to print stocks of the little trashy ready for next year. So they're a little bit tied up for 2022, but come 2023 we want to increase the limited edition stock quantities that we offer, so that hopefully they will stay in stock, so people are able to grab them even if they do fall asleep. You'll still have that opportunity. So Gloria, she says she is working on The Witch is In. Is her diamond painting of choice at the moment. I love everybody's different styles when it comes to diamond paintings and different ones that they're working on. Many make me jealous, because even though I am working on amazing images that I love, otherwise they wouldn't be in my stash, there is still just so many more out there that are absolutely amazing. And I even have quite a lot in my stash that I am also itching to do. Itching to diamond paint. I think there's probably about 5 or 6 that would be top of my list at the moment to do. And yeah, I need to find the time. I'm hoping this next week to more so get my work days down to, no later than 6 o'clock, so that I can sit and get some more diamond painting done. Now I've broke the back of preparing for pre-orders. I'm hoping that I'll have a little bit more time to diamond paint, because I really want to get this Dreamers Designs finished. Not only because I love the image and want to see what it looks like, I also want to confirm that, there is enough diamonds so that I can order a new design, because I do want to give them a go with their new canvases. And because I want to work on another one. I always get excited for a new diamond painting. I actually have, I need to kit up this week. One of the videos I want to do for this week is to kit up a new smaller painting, because I finished my last 30 by 40 while on holiday in Cornwall, which seems an absolute eternity away. But I do want to kit up another small painting so that I have one, especially if things do get hectic. It's often easier to pull out a 30 by 40 to do a little bit of a diamond painting one day or one evening than pulling out the big one if I haven't got the space. Depends how much I completely trash the conservatory with boxes, to be honest. Cat Lady, she says, thanks again for giving us the chance to pre-order a 12-day. She said she's treated herself to a 12-day advent for knitting as a consolation for not getting the 24. So she'll now have 24 days to open, a mixture of knitting and diamond painting. I like that idea. There is quite a few ideas going around in the Facebook group for what people are doing, because we were only able to offer the 12-day and not the 24. So I know some people have purchased like some diamond painting key rings or something like that from Amazon or somewhere similar, and they've got a family member to sort of mix them in so that they end up with a 24-day advent. Somebody else has done like a decision wheel, I think, with the days of the month, and the decision wheel picks what days they get to open the calendar. So like, I think they opened it on the 1st and then maybe the 4th and the 5th, that sort of thing. So the decision wheel chooses what days of December you get to open one and what days of December you don't. So that's quite nice. And of course we have the Cat Lady who has ordered a different type of 12-day advent and is mixing the two to make 24. So I do really like the ideas that are coming up. Otherwise, if you're not planning on adding to it or anything like that, I do suggest maybe from the 13th. So the 13th is the first day that you open, and get the closer run up till Christmas. I will probably do a couple of posts in the Facebook group for people to put up what they have got from Advent. The 12-day Advent, all items in that are also in the 24-day. If we go on the basis of you start it on the 13th and opened it in order, those in the 12-day may open something that people in the 24-day have opened on a previous day, but I've tried to tie many of the days together so for example the day 24 is the same across both. There is a couple of other days that are the same across both, but of course some of them that you get in the 12-day may have been opened between day 1 and day 12 for those that have the 24-day calendar. So just bear that in mind. I'm going to do posts so that people can avoid the spoilers if they don't want to know what's in the advents. But I want people to be able to have the opportunity to post and comment and have all that excitement. But I also want it so that people can avoid it if they're maybe opening it in a different order or in a different way. So they don't spoil surprises for people opening in different ways, if that makes sense. So I might actually do 3 threads. So one for those with the 24-day calendar, one for those with the 12-day calendar opening it from the 13th, and then one for people opening it at completely different times. So if they end up with a spoiler, then they end up with a spoiler. it can be, you know, it can be a tricky situation trying to keep these surprises, because so many calendars that you see online and stuff show you what's in them. But I feel like that spoils all the fun. That spoils all the excitement of what you get in it. And the point is, it's supposed to be a surprise. So hopefully we can make some posts work. The cat lady also says, she said, don't forget to rest. We don't want you burning out. She says it's not like us in the UK need it tomorrow. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I did nearly take sort of the day off and pull out my and completely switch off yesterday. It did enter my head to sort of have basically just a day of diamond painting, chilling, doing whatever I fancied. But I am also one of those people that I like to know that stuff is done. I actually enjoy the prep stuff. I can't say I fully enjoy, you know, a very short time frame where it's not possible to do. But I have a time frame that it is possible to do. And I felt that I would much rather spend the day prepping and enjoying the prep and the productivity. I enjoy the fact that I've crossed something, say, off my to-do list. I prefer to do all that and know that as soon as anything arrives for the 12-day Advent, I can do something with it and get orders out and not feel as though I can't. Yeah, I would hate it if I decided to, you know, do a day doing nothing and then some items arrive and me not be ready for them. I'd much rather do everything that I can and then take the time off afterwards. That just makes me feel better. So I had a fun day. I had a fun day packing stuff in brown bags. It's amazing how long it takes when there's a few hundred to do. Well, more than a few hundred if you count all 12 days. More than 100 per day. So I think I managed to get 2 days finished off yesterday. I have the items in-house for 10 of the 12 days. And then provided the other 2 days arrive staggered, I should have plenty of time to get them ready and start getting orders out. It's going to be the assembling of the boxes and putting everything in the boxes that takes longer than I ever think it will. But I might even start some of that production next week. And then I can just add in the last couple of items, box it up, send it out. It's all crazy in this house. It's all fun. There are boxes everywhere. But underneath it, the house is clean. And I try and do a clean and tidy up as I go, or even just sort of a reset. If it's not at the end of the day, I do it before I start working on something the following day. Have a little reset, clear out any rubbish, store anything I need to. Catherine came home from uni this weekend and to find multiple boxes in her bedroom of items that have been prepped, but luckily she's completely fine with that. As long as she can get to her bed while she's home for the weekend, she can go back to the calmness of her student accommodation later on today. Ina says, thank you for this WIP Chats. She says she's glad the launch did well for you. She says, but she is sorry for those that missed the items that they wanted. She said, wishing you all the best and stay healthy. Thank you. Yes, I am sorry for all those that missed out as well. That was the bad part of the launch. We never wanted people to be disappointed or not have everything that they wanted. But hopefully the pre-orders have eased that, and many people are happier than what were. All we can do is do our best. We never know. Stock-wise, we have never done an advent calendar before. We had no way of knowing how popular it would or wouldn't be. And provided everything all goes well when it's opened in December, believe me, we will be working towards a lot more if we do one next year. I say if. We probably will, because I do really, really enjoy putting them together. I just say if, because you never know what life's going to throw at you. Right, let me get my next colour. Jamie says, thank you so much for all that you do for the diamond painting community. They were able to get in on the pre-order, and they ordered some stock items as well. She said, your products are amazing, and I can hardly wait to start their first ever advent and their first ever diamond art studio painting. Oh wow, you're going to enjoy both. You're going to enjoy both. I love advent. I know it is a crazy time of year. It is a crazy time for me to be doing a whip and chat a day, but I absolutely love it. I do. As much work as it is, I absolutely love getting in that section of diamond painting a day throughout December, and I love seeing everybody else's paintings come together as well, and see, you know, those that are doing the same painting as me, those that are doing a different painting out of their stash. I love seeing them all. It will be very interesting this year to see the different renderings, the square and the round. So I'll be doing the round. That's purely a time thing. It is quicker for me to do a section in round than it is for me to do a section in square, because there's less diamonds in the round. And with it being a whip and chat a day and a very time-taking task doing a whip and chat a day, it is better for me to do the round. But I might do the square alongside. I've yet to decide if I'm going to do the square alongside the round. I guess it will depend how busy my December is, really, because I do need to pack for Australia is one thing. So maybe I'll start it. Who knows if I'll finish it. Maybe that'll be the thing. I will start it, but finishing, no promises. Sarah says, thank you to you and your family for all your hard work. She said she managed to get the round advent painting and pre-ordered the 12-day advent. She said she's planning on taking the painting to the after-school club that she runs. Oh, I like that idea. She says for the children to work on until they finish for Christmas. She says she'll be finishing off any days they don't get done, and she'll do the weekends as well. Oh, so you both get to have a go. She says they're ages 3 to 7, and she took some Christmas decorations and stickers in last year, and they keep asking for more. Oh, that's awesome. A few of my nieces and nephews who are younger love doing a bit of diamond painting. You know, as long as it's not too much time on that one task, I find they really enjoy it. They can't do it for hours like we can, but they can definitely do it for, you know, a chunk of time, and depending on the child, depends on how long that chunk of time is. But yeah, it's a great craft to do. I like the idea that you'll all take part in the Advent. And then maybe when we finish the Advent, I am planning to frame mine. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to do some little square boxes that maybe I'll laminate and just stick on the glass with a little bit of blue tack. And I take one off each year next year. Or whether to just do one piece that's like a star or a circle or something that I move about according to the day. I'm not quite sure exactly what I'm going to do yet. But my plan is to definitely frame it. And maybe it will just be an Advent that goes up with no extra steps taken. I guess time will tell, will it not? Lady Dax, she says, a huge congratulations on an amazing launch. She said, thank you so much for organising the pre-order. She said, for the painting and the 12-day Advent. Well, Sam from Diamond Art Studio was also key in the pre-order for the diamond painting. They've been absolutely amazing. And yeah, production is well underway for those, and hopefully they will be on their way to us soon. We'll see how quick. I expect everything to arrive all at once. I think it'll just go into chaos mode in our house for a day or a week when everything arrives. But she said she went from tears to smiles in the end. She says, actually, there were a little group of us, she said, that were a little embarrassed at crying over not getting anything. She says, but it just goes to show how much we love you all at Admore Zest and Diamond Art Studio. She said, you're the best companies out there by far. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. It's hard. It is hard, but yeah, I think it's small businesses or smaller businesses that are able to take those extra little steps, because at the end of the day we do care. And that's the reason, you know, that's the reason that we do it. And that's the reason that we've, you know, taken these extra steps and given ourselves these absolutely crazy weeks to get things, get diamond paintings air freighted over and get 12-day Advents made up and all the rest of it, because I don't want the disappointment. It's the disappointment that I hate. And even though it costs us a lot more to get things air freighted, it's the right thing to do. And I'm happy with the decision to do it, because it's the right thing to do. Right, I'm just filling in these little gaps on the bottom of the opera house, because my next symbol to do actually goes all the way up here. It sort of wraps around everything. So I thought if we get the body or the base of the opera house done, then I can start going round the edge. Jackie, she says, love, love, love the matching blue trashy tray. Yes, I did manage to print a few little blue trashy trays off the end of the roll when a roll was finished. I mean, we have some rolls of filament that are just printing the little trashy trays all together. That's all they're printing, to try and get, you know, stock up so that we can have as many of the item available for 2023. And that's one of the things that the extra printer is sort of working on up until next year. And then it will go into producing more limited editions, so that the disappointment, hopefully, can disappear and people can actually get hold of things in a bit more of a normal time frame. A bit more of a less chaotic time frame is the hope, by printing more of everything. But yeah, all we can do is see how it goes and do the best that we can to meet the needs. But yeah, the blue one is absolutely gorgeous. I have a few different coloured little trashy trays now. It does make me want to redo some other colours as well, just so I can start having a matching tray and a matching trashy. In fact, I should pull out the matching trashy. I don't have my little grip mat to hold it, but I can pop... Oh, this one's got a couple of little bits of filament on it that I've not managed to finesse off yet, but there we go. I have my little matching pink one, albeit not stuck on a grip mat. Hayley, she said she received her square advent and her 24-day advent calendar today. Oh, you were one of the lucky ones, Hayley, that got in there. She says thank you to Rebecca and Co for the quick dispatch. She said they're now sitting on my shelf, tormenting and waving at me, saying come and get me. So excited for December to start. I kind of wish that I'd been able to keep, even though I know what's in the advent, because of course I prepped it, I kind of wish I was able to keep one for myself. But due to demand, it just wasn't fair to basically take one off somebody else. But boy, some of you guys were quick on launch. Jeanette, she says hello Rebecca. She says the comment about Joan using the Add More Zest tray, she said she is the one that spread the love of your tray to her. She said she commented that she wanted to try one of our trays, and they both live in the same state. So she sent one of each size to her, and she really likes the zesty size better. She says Joan also watches your videos, so hello Joan. Hello Joan from me as well as from Jeanette. Oh, thank you so much for sending a one, Jeanette. That was a lovely thing to do, and I'm so glad that you like it, Joan. I couldn't imagine diamond painting with any other type of tray anymore. I really couldn't. It's amazing how it's just become part of the way I diamond paint. And if I ever take a diamond painting somewhere or take a mini kit somewhere and forget to pack one of these trays, not that it's happened for a good long while, but if I've ever not had one of these trays handy and just had to use one that's come with a kit, it's just not the same. It just doesn't feel the same or as relaxing to me at all. Part of it is just using my trays, because they just all line up like soldiers. Susan, she said that was quite a launch you had. She says although she is a tiny bit sad that she didn't get the 12-day advent calendar, sorry, the 24-day advent calendar, she said she did get everything else, and she's extremely excited to receive it all. She says she's very happy that it was successful for you, and even happier that people have been kind and considerate for the most part. Yes, that has been something that has been absolutely amazing. Most customers have been so understanding and so nice and so kind about it all. Even the comments on here show you that, you know, people saying, take it easy, us in the UK can wait, you know, all that sort of stuff. And as much as I know that most people aren't opening things till the 1st of December, you know, they're not kitting up or starting their advent until I do the kit up for it on the 19th of November. I still feel like somebody's paid for it. It needs to be on their way to them. It needs to be sent. And that's just the way that I am. I'm just like, no, I need to get it on its way. And I feel so much better the day that the last of the orders that weren't pre-orders went out. I felt so much better knowing that everything was on its way. I felt I could slow down a pace or two. And then it'll just ramp up again for pre-orders. It's all good. She said, this is going to be a very fun Christmas advent with so many people doing it together. She says, thank you so much for sharing. Okay, what do I want now? N. Bev said she really wanted the painting and she got it. She said everything else was a bonus. She said, great job. Oh, I am glad that you got the painting that you wanted. And for everybody else that's waiting for their pre-order, as I said earlier, they are currently being made and hopefully will be in the air on the way to us next week. And then, of course, they will be shipped out as soon ASAP after that. Amy, she says, will you put it up in 4Kids or up here the day you launch the 12-day? She says she has an idea to get things for the other 12 days and get some bags, and her mum's going to package it so that, you know, it all looks the same. So for the 12-day calendar, if you've not already pre-ordered, then there is a email waitlist sign up on our website on the 12-day calendar, and you can sign up to get an email notification when they are available. So what we will be doing is, of course, pre-orders will be first and foremost, and they will be getting shipped out, and any remaining stock will then go on our website for people to be able to order. Because there are international customers that shop with us, as well as, of course, UK customers, I think I will put the remaining items up when we have both in-house and ready to go. So, for example, if the diamond paintings turned up first, any pre-orders for just the diamond painting will go out. Any remaining stock, I will wait until the 12-day advent stuff has all come in and is confirmed, and then I will put stock up for both on the same day, so that if anybody international is wanting to try and get any of the excess stock ones, they can save on postage, because we've actually got quite a few orders held for people international wise that do want things shipping together, so that we can save them on postage. So yeah, if you want to know when any 12-day advents or any of the diamond paintings come in, because we have ordered more than just the pre-orders, then just sign up for the email notification. So just click on the item on our website and you can get added to the email list, and an email will go out when it goes in stock on the website. And then it will be a matter of first come, first served, and when they're gone after that, they are gone. We don't have any backup plan after that. That's why we did pre-orders, to ensure that we could order enough for those that really, really wanted it, and then extra stock for those that missed the 48-hour window or couldn't afford it at the time. So yeah, if you want one, save your pennies and sign up for the list. Oh, excuse me. Cross Stitching Tat. She said, congratulations on a great launch. She said, I hope you get a rest again soon. once the pre-orders have gone out, I'll be able to slow things down. She said her little dreamer's tree is now at 14.01%, though she did start a Grinch round diamond painting to go up for Christmas. Ooh. She says, I love the tiny blue trashy. She said, looking forward to the launch of these in the new year. She said she may have started her best friend into trying diamond painting. Thanks again for all that you do for our community. I love getting somebody else hooked. I met an old work colleague. I ran into an old work colleague at the post office the other day when I was dropping some stuff off, because our local post office is like in a row of shops. So there's a few different shops there. And she was saying how she was into diamond painting as well. So it's definitely becoming more and more popular, which is, I love it when something I enjoy becomes more popular. More people to talk to it about. Bev, she says, do you all not have dryers for your washing? She said, or do you just like drying washing on the line? Many houses do have dryers in the UK. It's not as popular as the likes of the States, I don't think. So we actually have a combination washer dryer. It's all one machine. UK houses tend to be a lot smaller than American ones, and we don't have the space for a dryer as well as a washing machine, not without compromising probably our big cupboard under the stairs that houses everything and sundry, or without compromising our dishwasher, which frankly, now we have a dishwasher for the first time in 20 odd years in this house. I am not giving that bad boy up. So yeah, many UK houses don't necessarily have the space for a dryer, but it's not sort of the way, I say the way we're brought up. I suppose it's just not the way of life here to always use a dryer. Hanging things out on the line, if you have a garden, of course, it's just always been the norm. I love the first day that you can put washing out. It dries quicker, doesn't cost you anything, apart from a bit of time picking it up and taking it down. And yeah, it's just always really been the way that we do it, or the way that I know that we tend to do it. And yeah, with electric prices at the moment in the UK that have gone absolutely ridiculous, a lot of it is a cost saving now as well, which is why we tend to use the Maiden. Plus, it's actually amazing how many of our clothes aren't dryer safe. So I'm still fighting the battle since our holiday. So me and hubby were away for a week. Son was at home. So of course that's a week's worth of washing from 3 people already. And then the other 2 girls, Megan and Caris, they went to Cornwall for 2 weeks. So they came back with 2 weeks worth of washing. Catherine's now at uni. But believe me, washing for 5 people compared to 6 is still a lot. So I still feel I'm losing a battle with that. It didn't help that many days I would put a load of washing on and then promptly forget about it because I was busy packing orders and shipping stuff out or preparing stuff. So I currently have quite a bit of a backlog on washing. Hubby is taking charge of quite a few loads for us. So we're tending to get a couple of loads on the Maiden, and they take a day or 2 to dry. We just have the dehumidifier on. And now I'm trying to do 1 load of washing in the dryer a day. Because it's a combi, So of course I'm washing it, and then I can't wash something else while I'm drying. Plus combi washer dryers tend to take longer to dry stuff than anything else. So, and the cost of electric. So I'm just trying to do one load a day washed and dried, along with 2 or 3 loads on the maiden and the radiator that then get dried and replaced with another couple. But yeah, we do tend to favour the line over the washer. It does smell so nice when it comes in off the line. Fair Dust says, hi Rebecca. She said she missed getting a blue tray this time, but she did get the yellow tray instead. I love the colour of the yellow tray. It's like a burnt yellow. It's got a slight burnt tinge to it. I love it. She says going to be doing her own painting for December Advent, and she says she can't wait for that. Awesome. If you've got a Christmas one in your stash, why not? I'm going to do my other Christmas one. Excuse me, for the Diamond Art Studio event. Oh, I'm alive. Okay, Susan, she says, thank you so much for an amazing launch. She said she was quite disappointed when she couldn't place her order. She said so she was especially happy to be able to pre-order the 12-day advent of a diamond painting. She says the big mystery is, how did people place their orders so quickly? She said it was 3 minutes after and her cart wouldn't go through. She says, what am I doing wrong? I need to know their secret. Okay, so I can only tell you according to things that I could see on my side in relation to the orders that came through as sort of the first lot. So from what people told me, if people wanted to purchase in-stock items as well as things that were coming up on launch, then they ensured that they were signed into their Admiral's Zest account, so their account on our website, which filled in all their shipping and billing details. So they were all pre-filled in. Any items that were in stock, they added to their basket before launch. So all they needed to add were the items that were coming into stock. They then added those items and checked out as quick as possible. Some of the quickest for checking out were those that used Apple Pay or that paid by card using Stripe. There was some that did manage to check out using PayPal. Whether they're very quick-fingered, I'm not sure. What did surprise me, and I did actually mention it to Megan when I was packing orders, somebody did manage to check out, and I think it was at 10:02. They managed to check out using PayPal and managed to leave a note and still checked out pretty quick. So whether there was any more prep work that people did, I can't be sure. Whether they have the card information, their card information saved on their computer so it gets filled in without them having to, I'm not sure. But there was a lot more that checked out with card payments, or especially with Apple Pay. I know I can check out of a website extremely quick with Apple Pay. Yeah, that seemed to be successful. I say there were some PayPal, so whether they had passwords pre-saved or whether they're just very quick at typing, whether they're using a computer, rather than their phone, because I know I find it easier to use a computer to do something quick than my phone. But that's just because I'm used to being on my computer a lot more. That's all really the tips that I can give you. I'm very impressed with our website host though, that for that many people trying to check out with items within, you know, nanoseconds of each other, that all the stock levels were right, and they didn't sell any more than what we had. But we had a fair few 24-day advents, and then we had a few more. Of course, we had more than that in the diamond paintings, but even for the 24-day advent, we had a lot. We had what we thought potentially we wouldn't sell out of. With it being such a high value product as well, you never know how well. It's the highest, I think it's the most expensive product we've ever sold. It's not in our normal price range. And yeah, we thought we'd be left with some, and we were like, oh, okay, what we're going to do if we're left with this or with this, you know. And we'd even made plans for what we were going to do if we were left with anything. So for them all to sell out and the demand to be even higher completely shocked us. But yeah, it was still, you know, a decent chunk, and they still sold out within minutes. Some of them at 10 on the dot, some of them at 10:01. And by the end of 10:01, all the 24-day advents were gone. But our website did amazing at keeping up with the traffic. KS says she's completely happy with the pre-order painting and her 12-day calendar. She said she had already found a mystery Christmas painting from Diamond Art Pros, and she was going to do that with the group. She says it will be a special treat to paint along with so many people. Oh, well, I'm glad you got one. I think it's going to be so much fun to do. And so much fun for all of us to be doing together as well. Because I just love the image. I think it's absolutely amazing. And the charting that has been done on it is phenomenal. Billy says she's so happy to see a WIP Chat. She says, for I know that you're all super busy. Yeah, I tried to get more videos in through the week, but it just didn't happen. I was hoping when I took the day to clean the house for the day, because one of my daughters was home as well helping me, that I would get a couple more videos done to get up for the rest of the week. But you'll know what it's like. By the time I'd gone out and done the post office run, done the trip to the recycling centre, picked up some dog food, got back home, it was like 11 o'clock and I'd gone out at 9. So and my daughter's like, oh, it's only 9. It's only 11, she said. Oh, we've got plenty of time. Oh, before you know it, we're finally stopping for dinner at about 1:15. And the next thing you know, it's 4:30. I don't know where the day went. Well, actually, it probably went sorting out a load of washing, to be honest. There was a lot of... While the house needed a clean, I think it wasn't the clean that took the time. It was the tidying. It was the bits here and there, the bits of this and the bits of that, that when you're busy, you just don't put away properly. And while they weren't, you know, hugely unsightly, you just pick up this cluster of things and end up visiting 5 different rooms to put things away. And I felt so much better afterwards, but I was hoping to get some videos done and just didn't manage it. Got a video filmed on Friday with the intention of it going up Friday afternoon. And then I realised that I already had a video going up on my other channel. So I moved it and did the unboxing of PaintGem yesterday. So that I could spend another day doing pre-orders, but hopefully I will be able to get today, the rest of today, some more videos filmed to get my 5 for the week, because I'm now doing 5 videos in a week rather than 7, so there will be a couple of days there won't be one. But yeah, I'm hoping to get a few more up this week, and then I can go back to concentrating on pre-orders and get all that boxed off, and then I'll try and get even more YouTube videos up and get that back to normal, because come December I need to be planning ahead for when I'm away for a couple of weeks and trying to get my videos up in advance as well. It's all fun. It's all fun. So Billy also says, I'm working on a square fan cells painting for her son's December birthday. She says the drills are not the best, she says, but it looks good from far away. Lady Dak, she said, and I cried on each other's shoulders since our orders were not filled. She says, but thanks to your dedication, we were able to place pre-orders. She said, I ordered 2 12-day advents, so I'll have something to open all 24 days. Well, some things might be duplicated. I don't think the duplications will be a big thing because, you know, all items in the 12-day are the same. Hopefully you'll get a few different designs in there though. So at least if you do get something twice, hopefully it'll be a little bit different. So as she said on Facebook, she would have loved to see a video of the Warby house on launch day. She said, you guys are fabulous and very much loved. Well, I can assure you it was chaos on launch day. Me and Megan are sat there at the table with our laptops open. Absolutely shocked by how quick they're going, trying to discuss everything. We've got hubby and Karis sat on the couch reading out Facebook comments, reading out things that people have said. Then we have customer service emails coming in, Facebook messages coming in, Facebook comments. And in the end, me and Megan were like, right, I'm doing emails, you're doing Facebook. And just trying to reply to everybody while also discussing between ourselves what we could feasibly manage. As I said, I'd already spoken to Sam when seeing the waitlist for the paintings to see if it was possible to get more. We nearly ordered some more the week before, but I didn't want to get the numbers wrong, especially with paying air freight. It basically just takes any profit out of it for us doing air freight. So yeah, it was like I'm happy to do air freight, but only if I know how many I'm doing air freight for. So me and Megan had the discussion, decided to get the pre-order up, you know, in effect as quick as possible, so that, you know, so that people were able to be aware of it, because I wasn't able to announce it on YouTube. I was busy packing orders. We were only able to announce it in the Facebook group and on our pages. So we wanted it up there as quick as possible for everybody. Because I couldn't announce it any other way at the time. And yeah, it enabled us to get our orders in before the weekend. So we were able to get our orders in on the Sunday night, which means as soon as places went back to work on the Monday, we were in the queue. We were there to be like, please, 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 we need. And yeah, all of our suppliers were amazing as well. A lot of stuff was arriving Tuesday, Wednesday, which was part of the big house cleanup, was of course all the stuff that arrived from UK suppliers arriving so that I could get them prepped. So there was boxes everywhere. But yeah, it was absolutely crazy. I think at one point I did have to say to Garrison and Will, who were reading comments, I was just like, can you just shush a minute? Let me just reply to this email. Let me just sort this. But yeah, it was madness. It was happy madness, but it was madness. And yeah, I think it was about 2 a.m. we were like, right, okay, we need to go to bed. We need to switch off now. We'll deal with the rest in the morning. And then we did round 2. Yeah, as long as it's not every month, it was completely fine. Irene said, thank you again for all that you do. She said she was happy that she was able to have the opportunity to get the 12-day Advent and pre-order for the Christmas painting. Remember to take time for yourself and your family. Oh, thank you. I did actually, on Wednesday, straightening up the house did absolute wonders for me. Getting all the rubbish to the recycling centre, and I might not be on top of the washing yet, but at least I know where I'm at with the washing, which is better than just ignoring it. At least it's making progress now. Crystal says, thank you for taking time out of your crazy schedule to do this WIP and Waffle, and congratulations on your launch. She said it was crazy. She said she did get what she wanted, and she can't wait for it to arrive. She said she does love the yellow trays. She wanted a blue one. She said, but she didn't want to waste time checking out with it. She says, thank you for all you and your family's hard work for us. She says she agrees that the crafting community is 99% great people. It is, it's true. You always get a couple of bad seeds. And to be honest, they may not even mean to be bad seeds. It just may be the way they talk or they write. And when you've not got the tone of voice or the knowledge of them, it definitely comes across differently. But no, in general, the crafting community is absolutely amazing. Especially compared to some other, hobby communities that you see out there that are in no way anywhere near as good as the crafting community. Tammy, she says she missed out this year. She said, not any part on your side. She said just timing and personal why she couldn't buy anything. She said she is sad that she couldn't order. Oh, I am sorry, Tammy. I do hope that things get better for you soon. Teresa, she said she's in the USA and she was able to get the 24-day Advent calendar. Go you. She says on the first go round. She said, so excited. She said, I'm waiting patiently for it to arrive. Thank you for all that you do. Oh, you're so welcome. I am glad that people have got it all over the world. There was different countries that the 24-day Advents were sent to. And yeah, things have started arriving. Even in other countries, they've either started arriving or at least they're in the right country and making their way across to where they need to be. So that's nice to see. And yeah, hopefully you'll get everything. We'll get there as quick as possible, safe and sound. Kathy, she said, hi Rebecca. She said, thanks for the WIP and Waffle. She said, while you did the National Parks mini. She says she's been watching and listening to my videos every night, all night, she says. Well, there's quite a few. She says while she's diamond painting. She says when she runs out of current videos, she goes back to the beginning and has a Rebecca marathon. She said, I appreciate you so much. You've been an inspiration to me in my diamond painting journey. Thank you for all that you do, and please take some time to rest from the October madness. And that's from Kathy in the US. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I do love seeing people when they're watching older videos. There are some people that leave just like one little emoji, just the same little emoji for them on any video that they watch. And it's quite nice to see the old ones pop up again. And it's like, oh, somebody's watching that one. Reminds me how many videos I've actually done on YouTube, which is a little bit ridiculous, the amount. It is and it isn't. I've enjoyed doing every single one. But yeah, it's amazing how far it's come, and amazing how much the content can build up. I don't even know how many videos I've got now. I'm kind of scared to look. Dijan said, hi, I ordered some items from the launch, including the advent calendar. So they would have liked for it to have been in the traditional colours. Oh, so that's the diamond painting advent calendar. Yeah, that one just caught our eye as being a little bit more quirky, even if it's not red. So, but intrigued to see what this one's year's one turns out like. Said with regards to next year, could people who choose to pay up front by a certain time of the year, so then you'll know how many people are interested in the October launch for the Christmas products. She said then for those who cannot pay up front, you order in a few more items and then they take their chances when things go live. So people are getting used to how much you charge for things in your shop, so they'll know in advance that they have to pay up front, and then they'll have an idea of how much they need to save up. Yeah, we'll definitely be looking at things that we can do. We need to see what will work with our website, and getting things to work and getting things to earmark together. It's amazing how much admin can happen off the back of a launch. We do like to combine, on launch day, we do like to combine orders for people where we can, especially international ones, just to save them on postage. And it actually took me 2 hours to go through orders the other week, pulling out those that had ordered twice, which I completely understand, because some had been checking out with their most wanted items and then they went straight back to see if they could get, if there was other stuff that they were interested in. So I completely get why people did it. And we are able to download a spreadsheet, and we basically search via email to find the people that are the same. But yeah, the admin side of things can be extremely heavy. So we'd have to see how we could make pre-orders with a part payment work, because I wouldn't want to take a full payment all the way back in July. But we'd have to see if we could make part payments in some way work, just so that people, are leaving a deposit, and in effect that means they have the opportunity to definitely pay the balance. So yeah, all that sort of stuff we will look into. And yeah, hopefully it is something that we can do again next year. I just need to make sure that it can be different enough. I need to get my thinking cap on for quirky things as well as other things to go in the calendar, because it's quirky things and different things that make us excited about it. Linda, she says she sympathises with my cold. Thank you, Linda. It's still going strong. It just does not seem to want to shift at the moment. She said her grandson brought a cold home from camp and passed it on to the rest of them. Oh, sharing is caring. She says she's glad that the launch was so successful. For you, congratulations. She said it's funny how things go. She said she was looking at the Star Raw website the other day and she remembered the winter tree that I did as part of a June Advent last year. She said so she got one. Yes, I did one in my June Waffle. I replaced some with ABs as well that Margaret sent me. I remember that. I adored that painting the minute I saw it. She says so she's got one. She says it's the first time that she's bought one from them and she's looking forward to it. She says, by the way, she says she loved the little video of Luna at the beach. Yeah, Luna tripping the hubby up. Well, hubby tripping himself up. But yeah, she said she has been trying to work out what to get from Sam and Giles. She says, but she hasn't been able to make her mind up. She said, yeah, it can make it hard to make decisions. Oh, there are so many amazing paintings at Diamond Art Studio UK, seriously. I did have a nosy because I see all the posts that go up and all the rest of it, but every now and then I sort of need to go and have a look at the website to catch the things that maybe, you know, I've seen a post when it's been launched, but it's not quite sunk into my brain. Yeah, so I had a nosy the other day and my list is quite long. I have many a painting that I absolutely adore, many more paintings that I like. And yeah, their collection is really, really growing. And their work with artists, some of the artists they work with are just amazing. Yeah, I can see a lot more Diamond Art Studio making it to my stash. But I'm not against that because then I can kit up many more of them and do many more of them. And yeah, I just really enjoy the process. But yeah, making the decision can be really hard because there are absolutely loads of them. And I think I'm only picking this, well, I'm partly only picking and partly because I can see it and it's stunning, to do this Christmas one for their November event because it just seems ideal to do it. Bryn said, could you possibly do pre-orders for the trays each month? She said that way you know how much time you would need to dedicate it to limited edition trays on the printers versus the regular stock tray. This is something we have thought about, however, so the printers for, so say we have 5 printers now, we did have 4, so let's go on the basis of 4. A printer can print about 2 rolls of filament a month if we don't include weekends. Takes about 10 days to get through a full roll, doing it Monday to Friday, sort of working week. Now, basic stock colours, pretty much 3 printers will have one of each of the stock colour on there. Occasionally, we will have enough in stock of a certain colour. So, for example, white, I was able to take the white filament off for a couple of weeks because I had enough stock, and any that we did sell, it didn't go down, you know, too quick that I wasn't able, you know, up to the point I was able to put the white back on. But when we do take the stock colours off for whatever reason, for if we have enough, it is then often to print something that we need more of that's coming up. So for example, the October launch, you may have noticed that we had, while we still had 2 colours, we offered them in both sizes. So that was actually when I took the white filament off, I was able to do an extra 2 rolls due to that being off. And then I put the white back on and refilled it. We've also been printing other things for other stock things for December. We also need to, of course, get ready for the new trashy to launch. So that's what the other printers tend to do when they're not printing the stock colours. They tend to do the other stuff, the months where we do a bit extra for whatever reason, or when we bring out a new product. So pre-orders, as much as we would love to, it would likely be that we could potentially do a pre-order, but it would take us 2 months to fulfill that pre-order, which means we wouldn't be able to bring out another colour. So what we have done is we have now got a 5th printer so that we can print double of the limited, and try and get it to the point that the limited, you know, at least last a few days, ideally a week, before they sell out, and then the next one will come. We just need to hit that magic number, you know, to meet the demand for the limited. And once we know what that magic number is, we'll know how many printers we may or may not need. But if I don't want to ever not be able to offer the basic ones, because, you know, I still want people that want to try out our trays to be able to buy one and give it a go, because otherwise they will come to our website and it will just forever be out of stock. And that's not fair, really, when we want people to be able to try the product, albeit not necessarily in the limited colours. But we are taking steps to make the limited colours work as well. Okay, I have finished the painting, so I'm going to stop the questions there. I will reply and react to any comments. Oh, wrong way. I will reply, react, etc. to any of the remaining comments from that WIP and chat. But thank you all so much for your support, for the launch, your understanding, and your understanding that it is a bit crazy in this house at the moment, but hopefully I can get at least, I'm hoping for 5 videos up for this next week, including this WIP and chat. So I'm hoping to still get 5 days worth of videos up for you guys for this next week. But do bear with me if my YouTube schedule's a little bit sketchy for a while I make sure that I prioritise getting people what they've paid for. And yeah, thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll speak to you all again soon.